and Zeke sort of
there we go.
being able to maybe share some of the load. I actually think the Cowboys would benefit by maybe like preserving Zeke a little bit and letting Pollard do what he does, given his effectiveness last season, and maybe that'd make Zeke better ultimately, even if his stats aren't quite as high.
Yeah, Jeff, I think when you talk about changing philosophies and
Sorry,
getting back
guys.
to what they did in those years that Max talked about, it's easier for an offensive lineman to push forward than to sit back on his heels.
Amen.
Pass
on that
protection
one.
for offensive line, whether they're young or you're older, is very difficult. If I can mull you and push you forward and push you backwards as I go forward, it can benefit me based on age, experience, the health, all of those sort of things. And when I got dynamic running game coming behind me, opposed to having my quarterback drop back so much, especially when, CeeDee Lamb is a talented receiver, but we haven't seen him in a role where he's carrying the passing game other than at Oklahoma, which I think you and I both know college is way different than the pros. When you become the man in the pros, you become the man.
You become the man,
you
that's
can walk
right.
in straight out of high school and be the man with no problem at all. So it's going to change for him a little bit. And if you take the pressure off the quarterback by running the ball, your team ultimately offensively could look better.
Amen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's still, by the way, weird to me that Amari Cooper is not even there. Like, I still
Oh,
have trouble
Lordy.
wrapping around my mind.
We got
about
the fake
why that
Philly
even happens.
500 in
Why
here.
wouldn't they keep Cooper in the mix in Dallas? Maybe I'm missing
you
something.
think, Key?
It
Why
still
not?
feels weird to me.
Well, I think you economically, you're trying to move the money around because you got other people you got to address, all those sort of things.
We still have $22.5 million.
That you can get the same type of production out of CeeDee Lamb that you got out of Amari Cooper. This is where general managers, front office people, and coaches go wrong at. They automatically assume that the second guy can step up. And if you think about it, Jeff, how many receivers that, since you've been covering the National Football League, have gone from the number 2 guy to the number 1 guy and has continued to show why he deserved to be the number 1 guy? It doesn't happen. It happens this much, and so I can go all the way
Great
back
point.
to when I first started playing in the NFL. I can think about Terrell Owens taking over for Jerry Rice. Eventually, T.O. got there. They realized that.
That's right.
I can think about how
That's rare.
I can think about how Alvin Harper moved on.
Oh, Alvin Harper
Michael
was a
Irvin,
disaster.
And the Tampa Bay Bucks gave him a boatload to be the number 1 guy. 3 years later, he was basically gone, and they had to replace him with Bertie Manuel. So it's tough, but it can be done.
I lose weight.
So
Victor,
Jeff,
you really are a comedian.
Do you, he mentioned it. Should the run game be more of a priority for the Cowboys?
Yes.
I know a lot of people have said this a lot. When the Cowboys run X amount of times, they do so much better. But when you pay Dak all that money, and then I hear things like, well, he's not the kind of guy who can drop back 50 times. Really? Isn't that why you give a quarterback all that money? Do you think it's a good idea for them to make the run game a priority?
See, I don't care as much about when you say you paid Dak all that money because he's got so many different jobs. He's a quarterback. He's the franchise, the face of the organization. I would actually argue when you pay Zeke all of that money, you've got to get more production out of him. But
Blue virus
is like from a strategic standpoint, you could run Zeke into the ground, which they've done at times, and it doesn't necessarily ultimately benefit you in the long term. And I think that's where maybe with Tony, they finally maybe hit something here. Given his production last year, where they could say, hey, this is a good idea. Let's not worry about Zeke's statistics from a standpoint of getting the most of our dollar out of him, but actually making him extremely effective throughout the year and maybe into the postseason. That, to me, would be the shift in strategy that I think would probably most benefit the Cowboys at this point.
You're someone who likes that kind of approach. The quarterback game manages, is big on third down several times a game when you need them, and otherwise they run the ball, they play sound defense and all that. And whether or not they do that, at this moment, do you think the Cowboys or the Eagles have a better offense right now in the NFC East? I'll throw that out to both of you. Key, I'll start with you.
Cowboys
or Eagles, better offense
I still think it's the Cowboys because they got the better quarterback.
Yeah.
There you go.
And
Yes.
whenever you have the better quarterback, that's the answer, right? They just got the better quarterback. So naturally, they're going to have the better offense. I think when you look at the receiving core, it's somewhat of a wash. Philadelphia's offensive line might be slightly better,
I think a lot better at this point.
but I still think it's the Cowboys.
Jeff, where are you
Yeah, I
on
tend
that?
to agree, Key. I'm similar. Now, I would say the Eagles are in kind of a little bit of a plug-and-play situation with that quarterback position. If Jalen Hurts steps up, great. But if he doesn't, like they've got themselves a little bit of an offense with A.J. Brown now, especially to maybe make that next step to where they are better than the Cowboys. But, man, that division, I don't know, man.
I don't know, man.
Maybe you disagree. That division, every year we talk about them so much, and it's because they're big market teams, and every year they disappoint us. So, like, it's hard for me to really even sit here and say that anybody's going to come out of that division and really light the world on fire until they prove it. Because I know the conversation still has to exist because somebody's going to win that division. But until somebody truly steps up, it's not about who's better in that division. It's who's actually better in the NFC and can actually make a run in the postseason. As far as I'm concerned, none of the teams in that division can do it.
We've heard enough of that. Hello, good people. Mark Holmes here, of course, with my buddy Cowboy Jobu, as well as Joe Bear in the house. And as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Jobu Sports Report. You know, it's getting funny. Let's get open for business here, and let's wake up the football gods. We have a fake juice, Philly 500. You know, how desperate must you be to be a fake Philly 500? Philly 500 don't even want to be Philly 500. Come on, man. Steven Jackson, I don't know who you are. I know you came in here talking about who am I going to be crying about today. You know what?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, real hating, man, that's like an art form, man. You know, it's like you like a born a hater, you know, like myself, man. You know, a lot of cats think they hate, but, man, I mean, I'm mad, I'm mad at everything, man.
Just mad at you.
Brother got a nice car, man. Why you got a car, man? I only got one car. Why you got 3 cars or a wife or all that, man? That's played out, man.
I love Ice-T. Ice-T.
It ain't got nothing like me, you know what I'm saying? Because, yeah, that's what real hating is all about, man.
That's what real hating's all about. Okay, so Philly 500, fake Philly, your wrench is fake. Okay, listen, the real Philly 500 actually has a real wrench, okay? You got the bullshit fake-ass wrench, okay? And you forgot to put it on there a couple times, okay? Come on, man. You got to do better than that, Philly fake 500, okay? Come on, man. Let's get this shit together. All right, so Blue Virus, you sent me an email, yes, about fantasy football. Got to get back to you on that and figure out how we're going to be doing it. But I want to go through here because see, you know, sometimes you get some bullshit. And I want to say this before I get too far along, before I forget, because, you know, I've been hitting the head a lot. This right here is a graph. Okay. This is a graph. Let me change cameras on you guys. This is a graph because Max Kellerman said, you know, that Dak Prescott, you know, he's not a guy who can go back there and throw the ball 50 times a game. I don't know that there's too many quarterbacks that, first of all, are throwing 50 passes a game every game. I really don't think that they are. And generally speaking, if they are, they're usually not winning. But be that as it may, Dak Prescott has not been there as long as Drew Brees, has not been there as long as Tom Brady, or Peyton Manning, or Dan Marino, or Ben Roethlisberger, okay? Or Phillip Rivers, okay? Or Matthew Stafford. But the amazing thing about Dak Prescott, who I think I heard them say game manager, it's kind of funny that little old Dak, the game manager here, these are games of over 400 yards passing. Now, I'm not saying that that's the winning formula, but I don't see too many garbage-ass quarterbacks up there that have actually thrown that many yards. Name me any quarterback on this list that is a garbage quarterback. You know, you could say, okay, well, Kirk Cousins has got 6. Kirk Cousins has been there longer than him, but Dak's got 9. You got Matty Ice. He's got 6. You got Drew Bledsoe with 6. You got Dan Fouts, who was known as Air Coryell, with 6. You got Romo only with 5. Garbage. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Give it up. He's not that guy. You know what, E.J. Thomas? How about you kiss my high yellow ass? Just kiss it. Kiss it. Because E.J., you new here, ain't you? Are you new here to the channel? Let me welcome you in properly as a jackass, okay? Here's what you got. You get a timeout. How about that, okay? How about that one? How about that? I ain't playing tonight. I'm not playing tonight. I'm not playing with you, jackass. Cowgirls need a. Hey, you know what? Fake Philly 500. How about you, buddy? You know what you get? You get put on a timeout tonight. How about that? Bam. How about that? All right. How about that? There we go. Come on. Bring it on, troll. Bring it on. 50 passes. Exactly, Neil. You're going to really say, well, Dak Prescott, he's not the guy to throw 50 passes a game. If you had a quarterback throw 50 passes a game, every game, his arm would not make it through the season. He would not make it. Come on, man. Where do they get this bullshit at? I don't know. I don't know where it comes from. All right, any more troll? Any more? Come on, trolls. Come on, bring it to me because I'm ready to fight. Come on. Bring it to me. Maryland, Washington. Shout out to Maryland becoming a new channel. Maryland. Okay, I got to repost it because I know it's down deep. It's deep in there. But there is a link in the community tab for new channel members that takes you to my Thrive site. Please, Maryland. Go. You're going to have to scroll down about 20 posts. I'll go through tonight and I will put a new one up there. But go down there, click on that link so you can go there because I want to make sure that you get your shot glass. Thank you, Maryland. And you are entered. Maryland. What is your last name, Maryland? Hold up. Washington. Marion, Washington. Reven S. What's up, Reven S? You're entered too again. You're trying to stuff the ballot box there. All right. Before I get any further, you know what? These damn trolls messing with me. They messing with me and getting me off my game. First of all, we already got Maryland. Boom. Got that. We got Ava. How good? What's up, Ava? How good is it, Ava? We got Stacy Schubert. Blue Virus is stuffing the ballot box. He wants to get Bob Lilly today. There's Gina Thorne. What's up, Gina? Let's see. I know Sheila. Oh, Sheila's here. What's up, Sheila? R. Gravy. Hey, wait, hold up, R. Gravy. You know what? This is my house. This is my house, buddy. If you don't like what I'm serving in my house, if you don't like the house rules here, you know what you can do, boy? You can step the hell out too. You want to step out, R. Gravy? You want to step out? Because, hey, listen, if we at your house, we go by your house rules. All right? If you don't like me censoring them, it's not a matter of taking the heat. I get tired of hearing the same stupid shit all the time. So I say tread lightly. If you want to be here, have a take and don't suck. How about that? What's up, Thomas Garrett? How you doing? Let me make sure I get all of the lovely ladies in the place. I got Miss Hot Sauce Lola because we're always burning for Lola. Let's see. Who else we got in here? What did I miss any of the other ladies? Steven Jackson. Okay, Mark, I didn't know Philly got that wrench. Well, no, but actually, Steven Jackson, the real Philly 500, you know, we both have wrenches. I have a wrench on his channel. He got one on mine. We cool like that. But I don't know about these fake ones that are up in here. All right? Let's see. Yes, Ryan Switzer did retire today. After a career that wasn't quite as good as everybody thought it was going to be. Loyal Cowboy, what's up? See, I don't have my man Michael Anthony Fitness reaction because the birthday weekend might be turning into a anniversary weekend. It seems like it's turned into an anniversary week, but I ain't mad at my son. You go take care of your business, son. Linda, what's up, Linda? How you doing? Woo! Linda says she's from Slapaho tribe. Oh, damn. Okay. All right. Okay. Now, let's get into it. Because we have 1 week. What's up, Brian Green? What's up, man? Listen, don't make me get the mailman to go postal, because I'll get Brian Green to go postal on your ass here in a minute. Is Brian, wait, Brian, you're not, hold up. You know what? Brian, I can't believe I hadn't done this before. Brian, you now have the power to put foot in ass, my man. I'm serious. Brian, use your power well. Okay, use your power for good. Okay, Mark Hutton. See, this is where I truly miss my son, because I'm now having to take the time out to do these. I'm on an edge. Listen, I'm telling you, don't mess with the mailman. I'm telling you, do not ever mess with the mailman. All right, did you guys see? Now back to this stuff. Who was just in here basically saying, oh, that's garbage time. You know what's funny? You guys say it's all in garbage time, but it's amazing that Dak Prescott, little old Dak Prescott, you guys always have a reason to explain that it's just not real, that everything he does, it's not real. You know, the Cowboys, for some reason, have, since 2016, I think the fourth most wins in the NFL. Oh, that's garbage time. It's a weak division. But nobody says shit about Aaron Rodgers in the weak-ass division he's in. Are we going to actually say that the Bears, the Lions, and the Vikings are great teams? Are we going to say that? Because to me, Aaron Rodgers got 3 games that he should. Oh, I'm sorry. He didn't go 6-0 this year in that weak-ass division, did he? He actually lost to Minnesota a game, didn't he? Oh, he actually lost to the same team we lost to in the playoffs after we softened them up, and they had a bye week, didn't we? Man, get out of here with that bull crap. Just get out of here with that shit. I'm sick and tired of the hate, because at some point, I don't care who you are or who you root for, you got to respect what Dak Prescott has done. As a guy who nobody thought was going to do jack, a guy who started out as 4th string on the roster, became the starter year 1, and has not given up the role. What it is you punk-ass biatches, Washington and Eagles, are just jealous. Admit that shit. Admit it. Seriously. Admit that you guys are just freaking jealous. You wish you had Dak Prescott. There is not a Washington fan out there right now that would not take Dak Prescott over Carson Wentz in a heartbeat. Let's be real here. Pray for you. Sugar Daddy, what's up? What we praying for, man? Action Pal. What's up, Action? Same thing I told Marylon, Washington, and I'll repost it after the show. The link, I'll go through, put it up there again. The community tab, just go in there. Just wait till tomorrow morning. Go to the community tab, click on that. That will go through and get you to my wonderful wife Tracy, who'll get taken care of, so we can get you your shot glasses. I want to hear some rumors. Okay, well, I'll tell you what. Rumors. Back to Sugar Daddy. Sugar Daddy, I missed it. I timed out Jesus. Are we joking now? There's nothing wrong then, Sugar Daddy, right? There's nothing wrong, right? Okay, I'm just checking. Let me pull up something here. Okay, you want some rumors? Okay. Let me pull this up real quick. Because I think this is actually kind of cool. Okay, I think this was kind of cool. Hold on. Not 22, dumbass. Okay, I got to pull. I'm sorry. I'm pulling the stats up. Bear with me here for a second, okay? I'm off my game. I'm sorry. I messed up. But I want you to look at something here, okay? Because we have Next week, the charter goes to Oxnard. 2 weeks from now, I will be in Oxnard. I'm serious. I will be in Oxnard. I can't wait. Up, Miss Jackie. What's up, Miss Jackie? Oh, the haters that didn't come back? Wait. The haters, the fake Philly, he didn't come back. Oh, did I hurt it? Did I hurt their feelings? Did I hurt their feelings? Oh, okay. If you go to the homepage on YouTube, there's a thing that says Community tab. Okay, that's where you can basically do posts like you do on Facebook. Or I tell you what, Action Pal, you email me cowboysmark94gmail. Okay, cowboysmark94 gmail, and I'll give you the link to it that way. And actually, Mary Lon, you do the same thing. I'll just click and paste the link to you so you can do that. I'm not a hater, but I'm still okay. Great. I'm just checking now. Listen, just have a take. Don't suck. Be a global citizen up here. Don't attack others, and don't be stupid. We get some people in here that just aren't that educated. Now, here's what I wanted to bring up here. I think this is kind of funny. I say it again. You've been had. You've been took. You've been flim-flam, led astray, run amok. All right. I want you to look at something here, okay? This is kind of cool. I think it's kind of cool. Everybody talks about, the Cowboys lost Amari Cooper. Oh, they're going to be in so much trouble because they lost Amari Cooper. Okay, I want to look at something here. Blue Virus is stuff in the box. He really, really wants Bob Lilly. I see you want Bob Lilly. Okay. We lost Amari Cooper and Cedric Wilson. But check this out. In the game that we played last year, opening season against Tampa Bay, Antonio Brown torched our ass, okay? He made Brown look like he had brown stains on him. He honestly did. 24.2 yards per completion, 121 yards. Damn. Then they had Chris Godwin, 9 catches, 105 yards, 11.7 yards. Rob Gronkowski, 8 receptions, 90 yards, 11.2. Right? So Antonio Brown, he quit. He threw his gear into the stands, right? So he's not a weapon for Tom Terrific. Chris Godwin tore his ACL. They said, yeah, he might be back we're hoping he'll be back for week 1. Well, we're all hoping. We're hoping that, Michael Gallup will be back for week 1, but there ain't no guarantee that he's going to be. Then there's the Gronk who retired, although his wife said, I don't know if this is the real retirement or not. So maybe he comes back, right? The very next receiver in yardage in that game was Leonard Fournette. Leonard Fournette with 27 yards. Have y'all seen Leonard Fournette lately? Today it came out that Leonard Fournette, he looks like he done ate Zeke Elliott. Leonard Fournette showed up basically, okay, tell you what. Take a look at this body. Look, you see that? Look. You see this body right here? I'm 5'11". Leonard Fournette is allegedly 6 foot. Leonard Fournette is the same weight that my fat ass is. He's swole. He's big boned. He's definitely been to Popeyes and had plenty of red beans and rice. The boy is big. He is huge. Now, that's not to say that between now and the beginning of the season opener that he doesn't lose some weight. But what I want to point out here as we prepare for Tampa Bay, and make sure, but make no mistake about it, the Dallas Cowboys are circling the calendar for that season opener because they want to beat Tom Brady at least one time before he retires. He wants to beat him at least one time. Okay? His number 1 target that game, 121 yards, gone. His number 2 target, 105, maybe gets back after having an ACL. Our gravy, we got you covered. Eagle fan here. Cowboys are NFC East favorites because Dak is greater than her. Oh, my God. Our gravy is actually realistic? You actually think that Dak Prescott is better than Jalen Hurts? Wow. You know what? Our gravy, I will never yell at you again, man. You are at least a realistic fan. I thank you. You know what? Thank you very much. Why a Philly 500? Because we don't know who the hell you are. We don't know who the hell you are. Oh, you know what? Let me see if I can do this. See, now you trolls are pissing me off now because I'm trying to run a show here. And all you guys are full of bullshit. Let's see. Let me see if I can get my boy here. I got to make sure I don't stay on. If it goes to voicemail. All right. We're going to blow you up if it's not. Let's see if we get Philly 5. Let's see if we get them. What's up, Lisa? Nah, he's not answering.
Your call has been...
Okay. All right. Not going to put his number out there again. All right. So back to where I was. Thank you before you jackasses interrupted me. Rob Gronkowski, probably gone. And Leonard Fournette, about a donut away from 260 pounds, gone. Can you say his top 4 targets that he had right now aren't looking real good? You're going to tell me that Tampa Bay now here's a funny thing. Here's another interesting thing here because, 1 minute they tell us we're trash. Zeke Elliott's over the hill and he's done. Dak Prescott, he's not really a good quarterback. Diggs, he's really ass when it comes to being a cornerback, and CeeDee Lamb, he's not really a number one. And of course we lost Lyle Collins, and Lyle Collins, he's like Larry Allen or something, he's the greatest offensive line in the world along with Connor Williams. So our offensive line is now going to suffer because those guys are gone. We get told that we are ass. Now here's an interesting thing from bet.com. Bet.com, okay? They're already beginning to get their lines out. They've gotten through the first 14 games of Tampa Bay's biggest stat line right now, I think, is 12.5 against the Atlanta Falcons. You can understand that, right? But all 14 of those games, they are favored. They are favored in every game. The lowest or the closest line they have, is the Cowboys. They're favored by 2. That's it. Everybody else, they've got favored by more points. The Cowboys they have is the closest line right now. Kind of interesting. He's 50-50 injured, big question mark. Well, that's the thing. Jennifer, did I get you before? Jennifer, oh, Jenny. What's up, Jenny? Eagles, you know what? It amazes me. It truly amazes me the amount of Eagle fans that live here. I love Eagle fans. I really do. But you got to understand with Eagle fans that
cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Well, see, Brad, here's Brad, I'll give you that. But sometimes you bring in players and you think that you're going to be better. So do you think you're going to be better bringing in all these players, Brad? Because in 2012, you guys brought in everybody. You brought in Namdi. You ended up bringing in Vince Young. I mean, you brought in like 10 players. That's where we heard we a dream team. And the dream team with all of these new players, literally were the end of Andy Reid being in Philadelphia. And, you could go back and let's take the Washington Commanders, who probably have signed better players, more of them than any team in football. Throughout free agency, they've always been the clubhouse leader. The clubhouse leader in getting talented players. I mean, they've got prime time after it's prime time. Later on, fake Philly. See you later, buddy. See you later. See you in my nightmares. Who's saying Jalen Hurts is better than Dak? What I'm saying is the roster, if Jalen Hurts did improve, his potential to do something. Well, his potential to do something, you know what? Here's the thing, Philadelphia. He could double his touchdown passes from what he did last year. Okay? I mean, he could double them. Do you realize he would still be short of what Dak Prescott did last year? By doubling his 16, he would still be 5 TD passes less than Dak Prescott. Does that register? He can improve and still be ass. Blue virus trying to collect them all. Blue virus is definitely okay. Don't be surprised if blue virus is the one to win. What's up? I love we. Hey, what's up, man? I see Stacy Schubert bought you you were the winner chicken dinner on her show yesterday. What are we doing tonight? I was trying to get to the good, the bad. I was trying to get to the good, the bad, and the ugly of this offseason. And Philadelphia is saying that we expect to be better with the loss of these players. Okay, let's go through this for a second. Okay, I'm gonna try and be fair as I can on this. Okay, all right. The Cowboys' offense was the tale of 2 seasons. There was the first 8 games, and then it was the last 9. The first 8 games, the Cowboys' offense, we were actually hearing MVP talk on Dak Prescott. We heard actually rejuvenated Zeke Elliott. We heard the Dallas Cowboys offensive line is back. But we had the overtime victory against New England, where Dak strained his calf muscle. Missed a game. Although Cooper Rush did good. We went to Minnesota, kicked their ass. Also, around that time, we had Zeke Elliott tear his PCL. Now, the PCL, it's not like tearing the ACL, but it's still a problem with stability in the knee. It gets to be painful. You can't cut as well. Your knee basically can flop around a bit. Not the same. Okay? Week 8, Tyron Smith. My mic's low? My mic's low. Okay, hold up. It's me probably not really talking into the mic. Is that better? Is that better? I'm sorry. I was leaning forward and talking past the mic. How about that? Let me get up into it. Okay. Week 8, the big problem for the Cowboys became that Tyron Smith goes out, and then we switched the whole offensive line. Where is my mic audio? Okay, here we go. Let me turn it up a little bit. There we go. All right, now you see my secret. You see my mixer right there. Okay. All right, hopefully that's a little bit better. Tyron Smith goes out. Terrence Steele goes to the left side where he hadn't played as an NFL. Amanda Brown, what's up? How are you doing? And then Lyle Collins gets back into the lineup for the first time since week 1. So, from that point on, you would think, oh, Lyle Collins is back in the mix. Cowboys' offensive line is going to be great. Cowboys' offensive line was worse with Lyle Collins in it the second half of the season. That's fact. Lyle Collins is probably an improvement for Cincinnati. I'm not going to say that he's not. But I can't look at Lyle Collins and say he's going to get better from here. I believe Lyle Collins has steadily been going downhill. Remember, he missed the whole year before. All right? Connor Williams. Connor Williams forever would get rocked, and guys would blow past him, and trying to save his quarterback, he would hold on for dear life so that way he didn't get jacked up. 13 penalties. led the NFL. I'm not sure losing those two guys really hurt the offensive line. If we can keep Terrence Steele starting at right, he played better than Lyle Collins did. That's a fact. That's a fact. If Tyler Smith just isn't Connor Williams, that's better. Now, the big question mark is, can Tyron Smith hold up? Now, our problem last year on the offensive line was Tyler Badish, and having Connor Williams side by side were the two weakest links. You can't have two weakest links right there together. Between the two of them, there were 22 penalties. 22. Blue virus, damn. I honestly believe that that's a better move. I look at Amari Cooper as Batman. I also look at CeeDee Lamb, who we drafted in the first round. You don't draft a wide receiver in the first round to say he's going to be a number 2. You draft a wide receiver in the first round, and I'm going to trust the Dallas Cowboys staff and say, you know what? We're drafting this guy, and he's going to be eventually number 1. In order for him to be the number 1, you can't have Amari Cooper. Amari Cooper, who's had some great games with us, but also has had some ones where you say, where'd he go? Now, I'm not going to lie and say that, that our receiving core is better because Michael Gallup is not there, but I don't think it's going to come back down to earth as much. Now, here's the thing, for all you out there talking about how much Dak sucks. It's amazing that a guy coming back from a major injury with a hurt calf, hurt shoulder, and all that threw 37 TDs. Was Jalen Hurts hurt? Was hurt with his 16 touchdown passes? In fact, look, you know what? For you Eagle fans out here who are talking about Dak Prescott stinks and this, that, let me go back to my man, Omar. Shout out to Omar. Because Omar pulled this up for me. Let me download this. Let me pull this over here for you guys. I brought this up yesterday. So you Eagle fans that believe that Hurts is the bomb diggity, that Hurts is better than Dak Prescott, as you guys call him, okay? All right. Hurts has had what? 21 starting games? 21, right? I think that's 21, okay? So in the 21 games that Hurts has had, 9 of them he's thrown for less than 200 yards. That's almost half. He had 6 games, which is almost a third, without a single touchdown pass. He's only had 1 game out of 21 where he actually had 3 TD passes, and that was against Atlanta. Shout out to Omar for doing this work for me. He's only had 5 games where he's had 2 touchdown passes. He's had 4 games with 1 TD pass, and only had 1 game in which he was never sacked. Yeah. Lowest completion percentage, 45.2. And has had 8 of his games where he's had less than 59% completion percentage. But you guys, some of you guys, except our gravy is not our gravy. You know what? Our gravy, you're a special fan. You're a special Eagle. You're a special fan here because you told it like it is. That's the reason why they were saying the Cowboys have the better offense, because you got the weak link as the quarterback. You can't have the quarterback as the weakest link. I'm sorry. Yes, he can run the football. Great. Wonderful. But you got to be able to pass the ball too. And that, my friends, is not looking good. I don't know about Alan Williams being ready for the season, Mary Lon, but I'm ready. I'm ready for training. I am so ready to talk about practice. We talk about practice. What's up, Cowboy Sports Report? Charles in charge. It wasn't Cooper's fault. Dak couldn't get him the damn ball. Let's go, Mark. Let Cooper be happy in Cleveland. Well, listen. It doesn't matter. You know what, Jose? That's cool. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I'm gonna leave it at that. Rhonda, help me, Rhonda. What's up, Rhonda? I want to see what camp looks like. What camp looks like is a big pile of money. It's like somebody said it's $40 for parking over at in Oxnard for the camp, which I'm still trying to understand because it's basically a dirt-covered parking lot. But be that as it may. Jalen Hurts, you are the weakest link. Goodbye. I don't know how Steele didn't start the whole year. It's obvious that the Cowboys. Yeah, Spencer, that was the thing with me is Terrence Steele was actually one of the good things that happened on the offensive line this past year. Mark Hutton got you covered. I hate the Eagles, but Dak better produce after all this junk y'all talking. So, let me ask you this, Samuel Rowe. What is production? What is production? 37 TDs? 4,400 yards? I mean, Aaron Rodgers won MVP with one more game and the exact same number of touchdown passes. Pat Mahomes, the exact same number of touchdown passes. All three of them had 37 TDs. So tell me, what more does he have to do? Aaron Rodgers, 37 TDs. Dak Prescott, 37. Pat Mahomes, 37 TDs. Dak Prescott, 37. Please explain to me. Jalen Hurts, 16. Am I missing something? Buying Green Dak, X. Jesus the King. Okay. Our Father. Marilyn, I hope Dallas improves this year coming along. Oh, back to that whole thing of improving. I hate to point to the same statistic, but this was interesting because we had one of the worst defenses until 2020 and 2013. And that's when we had DeMarcus Ware. That's when we had Jason Hatcher, who had a career year of 11 sacks. That's when we had a young Sean Lee. We were 32nd in defense with those three guys. Those three guys. DeMarcus Ware got cut after the season because, Cat Boy said, hey, we're not going to pay DeMarcus Ware the 16. Mark, you are missing something. Shall I tell you? What am I missing there, Philadelphia? My son, Mike? Is that what I'm missing? What am I missing, Philadelphia? Philadelphia, come on, tell me something. Are we talking about Jalen Hurts? What am I missing about Jalen Hurts? Philadelphia, it's killing me. Tell me, what am I missing? What am I missing, buddy? Offense and defense will switch roles. Defense will start leading the team. I hope we do, because that would be key. Because that would give our offense a chance to start healing from getting back Michael Gallup and so let Tyler Smith, get into a groove and so on. If the defense can come out and play like gangbusters, then, man, we're golden. But I'm beginning to feel like a crazy man for thinking that we got a chance against Tampa Bay at home. But back to that defense that lost DeMarcus Ware because he got cut. Sean Lee got his knee jacked up on the first OTA play against Zach Martin, who was a rookie. And Jason Hatcher got a big fat payday from the Washington Commanders And you looked at that and say, damn, that defense sucked and they lost the 3 best players. But you know what? That defense went from 32nd to 19th. I'm not saying that 19th was great, but from where we were the year before, that defense went to be number 2 at taking away the football. So it is conceivable to say we can lose some players and actually get better, because then it gets other guys that are hungry that step up. And here's what we have. The Cowboys, I think, new philosophy is we're not going to pay people. We would rather have them worried about their job. And you're like, what are you talking about? The Cowboys last year put a lot of guys on 1-year contracts. Those guys performed. J-Ron Kearse, 1-year contract. Played good enough to get, a longer deal contract, right? Carlos Watkins came in. Played good enough to say, we need that guy back. We're not going to take a whole lot of risk on him. They take Dalton Schultz and say, you know what? Instead of us getting a long-term deal, we're going to put it on you to get paid next year. You play great? Well, we'll franchise tag you, or we'll let you go to another team. Tony Pollard. Well, you know what? We're not going to sign you to a long-term deal before the season. We're going to let you perform and see how you do. And if you do really good, well, maybe we'll sign you to a long-term deal, or maybe we'll get a compensatory pick and we can get some more picks out of that. Let's see how you do. See, I'm not saying that football players in a contract year play harder than when they don't, but for some reason, a lot of times their numbers during that contract year are a lot better than they were before. I bring up Jason Hatcher. Jason Hatcher was always a 3-4 sack guy, but when it came to his contract year, all of a sudden he gets 11 sacks. And you go, whoa, dude. When guys have to perform to get paid, as my man Blue Virus, shout out to Blue Virus. Blue Virus, you know what? Just so I don't have to write anymore, I should just give it to you. Just look, I'll just give it to you. So that way I don't have to write anymore. I'm not saying that guys in a contract year play harder and then relax after they get the contract. It just seems like those numbers kind of work that way. It just does. And the Cowboys had a lot of guys, and they didn't keep all of them. There's some guys that just said, glad that we're not tied up with them for a long term. That's their philosophy, and they're hoping that doing the same thing this year is going to help them get guys to perform. I promise you, Stephen Jones is saving the cap money for O-line. Well, there's still the rumor out there that won't die, and it may just won't die because people are just looking for something to talk about. It still feels funny that we got rid of Amari Cooper because we said, we need the cap room. We made all these moves and been very diligent about spending money. And right now the Cowboys are number 2 with cap space, 22.5. Now, don't ask me how the Cleveland Browns have $48 million. I'm still trying to understand that one after the guaranteed deal that they did with Deshaun Watson, although they're going to need it for next year because Deshaun Watson's deal is going to be $49 million. The Cowboys have a lot of cap room. There's going to be a lot of money that's flowing next year. It's still kind of crazy that the Cowboys have been this diligent on holding on to money. It's still almost like they're waiting for something to happen that we're going to make sure. I know we're going to have to pay CD. I know we're going to play Diggs next year. I know that. But you can easily take Dak's contract and use that voidable year and create about $20 million next year. Jeff, there's a lot to be said about that one. Although DeMarcus Lawrence actually relaxed before his $100 million contract because he didn't get his shoulder worked on, which ended up leading directly to him having a bad season that year because his arm was not ready to start the season. So, when you have guys that have to prove it, in a way, Tyron Smith has to prove it this year. Tyron Smith, we already have your replacement over here. we need you to go, big fella, or we're going to need you to go, big fella. Right? Badish knows, hey, I got to play good. They've already drafted some other guys that are back here that can take my spot. I got to perform or I'm going to get moved on out. You got a guy like Leighton Vander Esch. I got to perform or I'm going to get moved on out. You got Tristan Hill. I better damn sight perform in training camp or I'm going to be gone. James Snyder, prediction mark, Catboy will sign Anthony Barr, you watch. Maybe. It's possible. It could be that he's just waiting until we have, all the cut down days and then he really goes bargain basement shopping. When you go to the Ace Hardware and they say they have the bag day sale, that everything that you can put into that paper bag is like 20% off. That's Stephen Jones. That's what he wants to do with the NFL players. I got my grocery bag here, okay? I want to put in a bunch of, cheap guys right here and get 20% off. Blue Virus. Bam, got you covered. I believe Sam is a lot better than Gregory. Well, if he can cut down on the penalties and get 6 sacks, then he's already better than Randy Gregory. But you have collectively, you have Sam Williams, you have Dante Fowler, and you have Darren Armstrong. And I think between those guys together, you will get more production than we had with Randy Gregory and Dorrance Armstrong. That's the way it should be. You should be looking over your shoulder. I agree with you on that one. I like to have guys that are hungry. I like guys that actually have to fight to get their starting position. Ray, what's up, Ray? Can any of the Cowboys fan help me out here? I thought it were all set at Gravy. We're talking about depth-wise. Cox is coming off of an injury. And right now, Luke Gifford, who has been a special team standout, is actually slated to be a starter. And behind that, we have a couple of journeymen and some no names. We're talking about depth. I predicted to my cousin that he will be chased by a dog, and it happened. Well, James, predict that I'm going to win a whole bunch of money. How about that one? Can you predict that one for me? They get back in the worst quarterback, Dak. That get back is the worst quarterback, Dak. I'm sorry, Jesus the King. I don't understand that comment. Catboy is watertight. Penalty guys are gone. Connor Williams, well, not all of them, Christian. We still have, Biada still had 9. But Lyle Collins, here's the thing about Lyle Collins was on pace to have more than Connor Williams. Lyle had 9 in 10 games. 9 in 10 games. Michael, I actually think Dak is going to have a better year than he had last year. Here's the thing. Okay. Humor me. And maybe I'm just crazy. But last year, he couldn't work with the guys in the offseason, okay? He was still rehabbing his ankle. It was only a few weeks before training camp before he was actually cleared to actually start working. And as soon as he was cleared, he overthrew with this, just worked his shoulder so much that he ended up having to stop throwing in training camp. He didn't work out in training camp. He couldn't throw. CeeDee Lamb, his rookie year, is COVID year, so they didn't really have much of an offseason. His second year, he didn't work with Dak because Dak was unable to practice. So Dak goes through the whole preseason, no preseason games, very little throwing in camp, and in week 1, we're now playing a season. Then he ends up hurting his calf. And if you look at Dak Prescott throwing, Dak could not do the Dak dance. He couldn't. His calf wouldn't let him do it. You looked at him going outside. He is up off the ground throwing the football because he's not putting any weight onto the calf, so he strains it anymore. Okay? Dak is healthy completely healed from the ankle, completely healed from the clean-out surgery on his ankle, because he had 2. Completely able to work out fully and actually able to work with CeeDee Lamb all offseason. So, yes, we lose Amari Cooper, but Dak Prescott is going to be butter. And the thing about Dak Prescott, and you can go back to 2016, 2017, and all that, Dak Prescott, when they hit 6 or more receivers, it's almost like a guarantee that the team wins. Dak is good about distributing the ball to the open guy. So maybe you don't have Amari Cooper, but you do have Tony Pollard, who can catch the ball well. You're going to have James Washington. You're going to have Jalen Tolbert. You're going to have Dalton Schultz. You're going to have CeeDee Lamb. You're going to have did I say James Washington? You're going to have Noah Brown. You're going to have Jake Ferguson. You're going to have Zeke Elliott. They will distribute the ball around, and it's going to end up being for defenses like they have to play like whack-a-mole, because this guy's going to pop up and make a catch. Now, this guy's going to pop up and make it. This guy is. And that, my friends, is actually winning football. Winning football is not Zeke Elliott running for 2,000 yards. Winning football is not we got to throw the ball 50 times every game. It's about being balanced all the way around. Being able to run the ball, you get a lead, run the ball, run out the clock. You need points, you can go down the field. But keeping the defense wondering, is this a pass or is this a run? Because they have packages for everything. If you can catch a heavy package with passing, you're going to be more successful. If you've got a nickel coverage, and you're running the football, you're going to be more successful. And that's what the Cowboys have to do. So, can the Cowboys be better than they were last year? Yes, they can be. Because Dak's going to be healthy. Maybe Kellen Moore understands play calling a little better. Maybe we actually have a better tight end with Jake Ferguson as the number 2 who can block and catch. Maybe we're a little more dynamic because now we'll use Tony Pollard more, put him in motion, use 12 personnel, be more disguising, stop all the cutesy plays and bullshit plays, and just play football. So, yes, I feel good about the team. But you have no idea these guys he's throwing who are going to be. Well, Paul, there's been a lot of guys that Dak Prescott has thrown to that aren't exactly the best of wide receivers. I mean, we've had the Allen Hurnses. We've had the, Cole Beasley was one of the better ones, but that's not exactly saying a whole lot. Bryce Butler's. Remember Bryce Butler? Allen Hurns, who came here for a year from Jacksonville. Now, I have to give it to Allen Hurns, because that pass that he held on to when he broke his foot was just like, I don't know how you held on to that football, dude. You a grown-ass man on that one. But we've had a lot of guys that literally they leave Dallas and they're never really heard of from again as wide receivers that were actually decent when they were here. So understand, a player is not a named player until they become one. You understand? Michael Gallup, okay, he was a 3rd-round draft pick. Nobody thought Michael Gallup would be that good. Cedric Wilson last year. Did anybody say, man, Cedric Wilson, man, that guy's going to be balling this year? Nobody thought that. Now, we'll see what happens with Cedric Wilson this year and with Tua throwing to him. Who else in the NFC is wide open after that? Micah Parsons didn't play a full season before getting 13 sacks as a rookie. Now he's another year. He's been training. I can't wait to see what we got with Micah Parsons. I just hope that this is not going to be a case of Chase Young, where Chase Young came out a second year and disappoints, but I don't think it will be, because I think Micah Parsons has a much better head on his shoulder. You know what we have not done today? Oh, my goodness. And I should have done it with the fake Philly 500 here. Why didn't I think about doing that? Where is my buddy? Forever Fashion Runway. Where have you been? And where is Philadelphia was going to tell me what I was missing. Philadelphia. Where are you, Philadelphia? Where are you, buddy? We actually have to get ready for our drawing for Bob Lilly. How many interceptions for Dig this year? Predictions? If he gets 6, I'd be happy. I don't expect, there's no way in the world I expect him to get 11 again. That's just not going to happen. But what I will say is I think the other guys will also around him get more, because I think the pass rush that the Cowboys are going to have is going to be good. There's Blue Virus is going to do like 5 in the next 5 minutes. Gotcha, Blue Virus. Diggs will have, Allen Williams. Come on, Allen. 12. Come on, man. All right, let me get my man Philly 500 up in here, because it's almost like running the American flag up in the morning. It's one of these things you just got to do.
I fire Howie. Fucking fire him. Motherfucker! Stupid motherfucker! What an idiot! What an idiot!
Gotcha, Nathan.
Dallas has Amari Cooper and Gallup, but we don't need a receiver. Are you kidding me? I don't want Justin Jefferson. He's ass. He's stupid. I fire his ass.
I fire his ass.
I mean, Howie's got to be stupid.
What are you doing?
What are you doing? You just let Dallas take him.
All right, so I got to get all these names folded up here. See, son, nobody's seen Dan, Gina, or Mike tonight. Oh, man. They must be really celebrating. So I'm up here folding up all the names for tonight because we have to do it. Yeah, Mark, I have 2 interceptions. Yeah, he'll have 2 interceptions in most games. Yeah, I mean, you know what? I wouldn't be mad at him. Trust me, I'd be happy as pie if it would be. Look, Blue Virus, I should have known. But Philadelphia, you said you were going to tell me what I was missing. Blue Virus, we got you. I can't believe we took Rhaegar over Jefferson. And you guys, it's funny when you look at some of the guys, because there was Whiteside you took just before DK Metcalf was picked out of sight. I can't believe it took. Okay. You guys have messed up in the wide receiver situation here. Marley Greens, what's up? Vado, what's up, man? How you doing, man? Bro, we took over Taco, TJ Watt. Well, yeah, true, but, we just had one of those moments, okay? They took Whiteside over DK Metcalf. The very next pick was DK Metcalf. Then they took Rhaegar before Justin Jefferson. The very next pick is Justin Jefferson. Come on. That's the worst. That is the worst. Howie can't draft, but is on point with everything. Okay, Troy. You guys say that right now. I can see if this season isn't, as Philly 500 says, the floor for this season is winning the division. Philadelphia, I missed it, buddy. I'm sorry. I missed it. If we simply took, tell me, you can't tell me a second time, Philadelphia? Blue names, please stop deleting my chats. I'm not breaking any rules. Okay, I didn't see anybody removing them. Charles. Okay, all right. We got all these that are going into the hopper. Bam. Shout out to everybody. All the two new channel members. Boom. Mary Long, I know is one of them. And I can't remember who the other one is. And Blue Virus, shout out for the 25 that you did today. Oh, come on, Blue. Okay, 26, Blue. Blue Virus. My date looking at me stupid right now. I'm on YouTube, my phone. Oh, hey, I love weed, man. Go take care of your date, man. Okay? If you win, we'll let you know. Okay. 13-4 or under. Marley, I'm not ready to say that we're going to win 13 games. I think we'll be 11-6. Okay. All right. You guys ready? Are you ready? Blue Virus, are you hitting me one more time? I'm waiting, Blue. 10-second countdown. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we're diving in deep. We're mixing them around. We're pulling. We're pulling. All right, let's see. Here we go. This is tonight's winner chicken dinner for Bob Lilly. Oh, shit. Big surprise there. Blue Virus, bam. Big surprise there. Okay. Blue Virus is the winner on this one. He stuffed the box. All right. So, anything else we got to handle tonight? Anything else? Anybody? Anybody? All right. I guess that's it. I guess we can get ready to get up out of here then. Before we do, of course, we have to have some fun.
Oh, big run. Oh, he fumbled. Oh, he fumbled. Shit. He's still. Oh, big play, Slay. Now he's about to lose his mind.
He hasn't seen the play yet.
Please tell me I
Oh, my God. Philly 500 is the gift that truly keeps on giving. Oh, my God. You know, I don't know how I came across Philly, R. Gravy. Great show. Enjoyed. Hey, R. Gravy, you're welcome anytime, buddy. And if we do pull your name, we'll do an Eagle something or other for you, buddy. Okay? We'll do something for you special. So we got you in the hopper there, too. And, you know, I understand, you know, when I talk about you Eagle fans and stuff like that, this is just jokes, man. If I don't like you, I'm not going to spend the time to joke about you, okay? So take it as some real love, man. Just take it as some love, man. We just showing some love, just like we do with my man Pizzle. Field goal attempt, 3rd and 4, 48-yard field goal attempt. He missed it!
He missed it!
What?
What?
No! 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 No!
Oh, wait, there's a flag.
Wait, there's a flag.
If it's on the,
there's a flag. Hold on.
The Giants,
there's a flag. Hold on. Hold on. Are you shitting me? Are you shitting me?
It's on the Giants. It's on the Giants.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
If it's on the Giants, that means he gets another chance to kick.
Hold on. What's the penalty?
I think another chance. It's on the defense. He gets another.
Oh my God! But look at Pizzle. Look at Pizzle.
He gets an opportunity.
Look at Pizzle.
He gets an opportunity because it was on the defense.
Oh my God!
He gets the opportunity.
He jumped in the new. Oh my God! Pizzle literally has not moved.
No way.
Somebody check on Pizzle. Look at Pizzle.
Look at my man. He's ejected.
Oh my! He's like yeah, what?
Yeah.
Oh, Pizzle! Pizzle! Look at Pizzle! Oh my God! Oh my God! It's good!
Yay!
And that's $200! That's $200! Shout out! Oh, Pizzle! Pizzle's in state of shock! Oh my God!
Oh, Daddy.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Look at Pizzle! Oh my God!
Hold it.
Oh my God! Poor Pizzle! Pizzle, I'm sorry, man. I feel bad for you.
This week.
Oh my God! Pizzle, no! Pizzle.
Heineke's like, holy snap. He's like, yeah.
Pizzle, no.
He's like, yes.
Oh my God. Oh boy. You know, I just can't wait for the season to get here. I just can't wait because we have so much fun. But right now, get your shot glasses ready. I have to update it. And Mary Lon, as well as the other new member and any other members that you haven't done it before, go to the Thrive site, and I will repost the link for the Thrive site up on there. Send me a picture of you in your shot glass. I've got to update the trailer here because I need to make sure I see all my people and say thank you. Well, good people, I appreciate each and every one of you guys, as well as you ladies. Thank you so much. Keep spreading the mojo. Be safe out there. And God willing, I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.
The party's over. They say that all good things must end. Call it a night. The party's over. And tomorrow and next year starts the same old thing again.